So Sue and I have been staying at the Tamarijn Resort in Aruba for 3 nights. We're checking out a little later today. And we thought we'd give you a quick tour. We're going to do a loop all the way around the resort and show you what's here so you can see what amenities and things are here in case you're thinking of coming to this resort. Okay, Dad?
No?
Okay.
No, not yet.
Okay. Here we go.
This is the first thing you'll see of the Tamarijn as you're coming from the Queen Beatrix International Airport. It's about a 12 to 15 minute car ride as it's just over 5 miles. That airport code is AUA. The Tamarijn is an older resort built in 1974, most recently renovated in 2017. This is the lobby of the Tamarijn with the check-in desk here on your left, and that's also guest services. In the middle is a large lounge and seating area. On the other side is a Hertz car rental counter on the left and concierge on the right, where you can get assistance with dining reservations and excursions. Behind those counters on the right is an area with a computer and printer to print out airline boarding passes for those of you that still want paper copies. Here is the Amstar and TUI tour desk. They assist you with airport transfers and any tours that you may have booked with them. They do have these restrooms in the lobby and a coffee station, although personally, I think they need cookies to go with that. And then here's one of their many water stations that they have throughout the resort. They have this grill and snack bar called Per Tutti Grill Bar. They offer pizzas, sandwiches, and snacks from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. And everything we had there we thought was very good.
Lines at the bars have not been long.
Not at all. And it's 97% full. I don't know if you mentioned that, but
no, not yet,
occupancy is
yeah,
high.
they told us it's 97% capacity, and I can tell you it does not feel like it. It feels like it could be 50, right? I mean,
yes.
it hasn't felt crowded. This is Ginger. It's an Asian restaurant.
I'm sorry.
We ate there the first night. It was very good.
Thank you, you too.
It's not a very big restaurant, but it was nice. It does have a few tables outside. We can dine outside. We ate inside. This is Paparazi. This is their Italian restaurant. We ate there the second night. That was also very good. Just a little bigger restaurant than the Ginger. And they have a little bigger outdoor seating area. It's really pretty when it's all lit up at night. There's plenty of tables and places to sit next to the bar here. And this is the main pool, or the central pool. There's actually, we discovered 3 other pools that we're going to show you in addition to this little one here.
But not at the Tamarijn, that is at
The Dutch Village.
the Divi Dutch Village
Dutch
behind the
But
Tamarijn.
if you stay here, you'll have access to use those pools, but you won't be able to get a drink at the bars if there's a bar at the pool. But you can use the hot tubs, you can use the pools, and we've done that. So this is the central pool area. No trouble finding lounge chairs or tables or seats anytime we've been out and about. Like I say, even though it's almost full capacity, it just doesn't feel crowded. I don't know if a lot of people are out on excursions, you
But I
think?
think a lot of people are enjoying their beachfront rooms. They have lounge chairs right in front of, every room is beachfront. It's either patio on the first floor or balcony on the second, which is very nice. We love just walking outside our patio and we're beachside.
But right next to Paparazi is the Cunucu Terrace, which is the buffet. And it's only open for breakfast and lunch.
Yep.
So if you want to do a buffet at dinner, you have to go over to the Divi, which is maybe a 10-minute, 15-minute walk from here.
So it tells you breakfast 7 to 11, lunch 12 to 3, and dinner you have to go to the Divi all-inclusive at the Pelican Terrace. There they have buffet, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
This is the breakfast buffet. Take a walk around here. Got your toaster. peanut butter and jelly, butter, another toaster, an assortment of bread and bagels and rolls. Got yogurt with all kinds of toppings here. Got hard and soft boiled eggs, all kinds of cheeses and cold meats. Croissants and some pastries. And they have an omelet station, or really eggs any way you want them here. And this is not a serve yourself buffet. You tell them what you want from the selections that are here. They give you a beeper when it's done. You come back for it. There are a few things you can serve yourself, but most things you can't. So there's all the ingredients for the omelets. Got breakfast potatoes, Italian sausage, corned beef hash, fried potatoes. Down here you have eggs Benedict, poached eggs, French toast, American pancakes and waffles, and lots of toppings here. We also have cereals over here and milk. And if you want, you can get a smoothie or just get some fruit. There's an assortment of juices here. And a whole bunch of fruit. So I have scrambled eggs, pork sausage and bacon. This is the lunch buffet at the Tamarijn. It's not a huge buffet, but the food is good and it's quite adequate. First station here is Mexican. Got chicken and beef, chicken fajitas or taco, beef fajita or taco, nachos, a chicken quesadilla. I got one of those, it was good. We've got some toppings here. You can get pumpkin soup or bolognese. French fries, smoked salmon, and hamburgers and hot dogs, jalapeno poppers, hamburgers and cheeseburgers. Looks like they got some fish choices here. They have a pasta station. They can make you whatever you want. Got ravioli. We got white wine sauce, bolognese sauce, like grilled ribeye, pork skewers, spaghetti pasta, grilled salmon, peanut sauce, grilled mahi, and they're cooking it fresh to order. This is not a serve yourself buffet. You tell them what you want, they cook it for you, and then they hand it to you. They give you a beeper if it's something that's going to take a few minutes. They got veal here, chorizo, rotisserie chicken. They're roasting it right back there. Lamb, leg of lamb. They got a carving station with leg of lamb here. They had some pre-made crab wraps, and they also had some turkey chipata rolls. I got a turkey sandwich here. It's kind of towards the end of lunch, so it's kind of out. Some strawberry cheesecake and cookies. Sorry. And some other desserts here. Petite brownie. This is for breakfast. And there is ice cream here, but the only ice cream they have is the packaged ice cream. Right now it's just strawberry or pistachio. I don't believe there's any place on property that we've seen where you can get like a soft serve or anything like that. If you come over here, got some cold stuff, cold slaw, macaroni salad, corn and veggie salad, artichokes, salad toppings and salad makings here, mixed vegetables, the spinach, mashed potatoes, and mushroom rice. Got some condiments here for your hamburgers and hot dogs, onions and tomatoes and ketchup and mustard, some crackers here if you just want some crackers to kind of bring back to the room or have with some of your meal. And then they have fruit, like bananas and apples, and tangerines or oranges. We got this really cool video wall here,
Love that.
which you can see as you walk by or from the buffet as well. It's not a huge buffet, but it's good, and I think it's actually nice that it's a little smaller. So this is Club Margot, and from what we understand, this is like a tapas type restaurant. We're going to eat here tonight, so we'll take some more video of the actual dining experience when we do that. So everything's really close by the central area here as far as the restaurants. They're all kind of packed together, which is convenient. It's a beautiful view from this restaurant of the beach. And we saw cruise ships going by almost every day, right?
Yes. Now, one thing I'm very surprised about, the plants are not real plants, not all of them. These are not real, those are not
I
real.
think this one's fake too?
Oh, yeah, feel it.
Yeah.
That's fake.
Yeah, a lot of plants are fake, but I think, it's a very arid climate here, so I think in order to make it look a little nicer, these I think are real.
These are real, yeah.
Yeah, there are some places where they have some fake plants.
Yeah.
So do you want to go around the back of the buildings
Whatever
first?
you want, yeah.
I think we're going to go around the back of the buildings first and then do the fronts, because we're just going to do like a clockwise loop. This is where you'd come to enter your building. If you can't enter it from the beach side because there's no remote, there's no key card access, or you have to lock it from the inside. So it's great that you can leave your room and go right out onto the beach. And they do have an alarm you can set if you want to do that, if you want to be near your room and you're concerned. But if you're leaving your room, you have to leave from this side and swipe your band. So when you come here, to give you a band, which has your room card on it, where you key on it, and they fasten it with a couple of, it's a pretty heavy like canvas strap. They fasten it with a couple of like grommets, and it's probably pretty hard to lose, but they say if you do lose it, it's a $200 charge per night.
Per night.
Per night.
Oh, Jess sat here.
Yeah, so we're just kind of past, this is building 15, or is this 11?
Let me check 13. This is 14 because there's 3 on the other side.
Yeah, so the lobby is straight ahead there. And right here is building 14. Sue's just double checking that.
Yep, 14.
It's building 14. So here they do have, a chest set. It's not the prettiest area for this to be, but it's there. And there's a towel barn here, but I think this towel barn is is this just for the Dutch Village? Sue's gonna check.
Can you get towels from here if you're at the Tamarijn? Yes. Oh, okay. 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 And also, this is where the bike tours leave from.
The day of the bike tour, we meet here to start.
Oh, okay. Okay. But the bikes, they pick the bikes up at the.
For the tour, we have our own.
Oh, your own bikes. Okay.
For daily bikes or
Right.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you can get towels
Yes,
here.
you can get towels
Okay, so we can
here.
get our towels here. So there is a towel station here.
Towel hut 8 to 6.
Okay. They do have a couple pool tables and a ping pong table here.
It's actually very comfortable. There's a nice breeze. There's always, not always, almost always a nice breeze in Aruba.
So in front of the rooms, there's not much vegetation. There's no grass or anything. You'll see that when we go around the front. But when you come in the back, there's actually quite a bit of, and a lot of this is obviously real, right? It's not plastic.
Yes, yes.
They do have these bins. When you get a drink at the bar, a lot of times they serve it in a plastic cup.
White plastic cups.
White plastic cup, and they sanitize those and reuse them. So this is where you can put your cup. And I guess that's probably why we haven't seen them like all over the place.
Yeah.
Like sometimes at resorts, you see people leave their cups just everywhere. And I think people are pretty good about putting them in there, so we're not seeing like cups all over the place.
There's a little iguana, a nice little
Oh yeah, blue one.
blue one.
Young iguana.
I haven't seen too many here, so a lot more at the Divi.
We are kind of disappointed though with the activities and entertainment here. They do have dance lessons, yoga, pool volleyball. I really do like that they have free bike tours though. I think that's great. Entertainment, again, disappointing, nothing too exciting. Mostly just live music.
But it is a very clean resort though. You really don't see garbage. I saw a guy today walking around just picking up these fronds or whatever they're called.
Yeah. So over here, there's parking, kind of near building this 16 right behind us. And this is where we parked our rental car. And kind of at the end of the parking lot is the Dutch Village kind of lobby, right? We didn't go in there, but
No.
so this side of the sidewalk to our left as we walk is the Dutch Village. And we, like I said, we have access to the pools there.
This is the Divi Dutch Village. So actually, you know what? This only looks like it has the Tiki Bar.
Which I think is at one of the swimming pools that we were at yesterday that has the hot tub. Because he said you can't get food or drink there if you're just staying at the Tamarijn.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so there's not a whole lot of amenities here that you wouldn't have access to other than that one bar, but you can use all the swimming pools. If you don't want to walk all the way from the lobby, they do have a shuttle or tram, like a huge golf cart, and they come by very frequently and you can jump in that and they'll bring you all the way to your room if you want.
And they did say you can call from your room if you want them to come pick you up. We have not done that yet.
This is our room. We've stayed in building 17.
We're right on the end, 1715. So on the bottom floor, you got 1701, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. So you got 8 rooms on the bottom, 8 on the top. So 16 rooms per building.
No elevator, so
No.
it was kind of handy because right across from ours, you can either walk out to the beach, we have a walk-out room. They're all that way, except for the second floor, of course.
Yeah.
Walk out the second floor. But there was a pool right across from us, which is really nice. And they have these day beds here.
Yeah.
And I didn't see anywhere where you had to reserve anything.
No.
And look, it's 10:30 in the morning, beautiful, sunny, hot day. And look at all the open loungers. I mean, some resorts you go to and every one of these would have stuff on them, right?
Yeah.
Or somebody in them. So this area is only 1 foot deep. So we have a 2-year-old with us and she enjoyed that. So there are some 3-story units in the Dutch Village. There's the waterfall there.
Yeah. And this is 5 foot deep, so I could not touch in this area.
Yeah. So once you get past that blue line there, it is shallower at the other end. And there's little outdoor showers everywhere too, so if you want to rinse off after coming from the beach. This is building 18, correct?
Correct.
We're going to walk around the back of the buildings or the front. I guess it depends. The back is where you enter your room. So we're going to walk around the back. There's 2 more swimming pools that we want to show you. And then we'll walk around the front of the buildings and you'll be able to see the beachfront for each of those.
And we will also have a video, although by the time this is up, that might already be up, of the entire length of the beach, starting from the most southern point at the end of the Tamarijn all the way up to most northern point, the end of the Divi on the beach. So if you're interested in what the beach looks like and the buildings that are next to the beach, check out that video.
A nice big like grassy area here. We did see in the distance, kind of as you go further into the Dutch Village part, they do have some barbecue grills and a little covered gazebo areas that they have access to. We probably wouldn't have access to.
We've come here twice now to use the hot tub.
Yes.
In this particular area.
This pool area is reserved for members and guests of the Dutch Village Resort, Divi Village Golf Resort, and Tamarijn Resort.
So not the Divi Aruba all-inclusive?
Why would you come all the way here, I guess, to use the pool?
I don't know, because it's a nice pool. Oh, they've got several pools over there too, so.
Oh, I didn't see this the other day. It's a little library here.
Oh yeah, little free library. That's really nice. You want to read a book? There you go.
So there's a nice pool here. It's kind of a little more interesting than some of the other pools because it's got like a, I don't know, kidney shape, or it's not just a square or a rectangle.
Yeah. Although 6 feet deep here. Wow.
So this is, there is a bar here, and this is the one you would not, if you stayed at the Tamarijn, you wouldn't be able to get food or drink at this.
This is the Tiki Bar. So I think this is the only food option, I think, in this whole area.
That's unique to this area.
If you stayed here.
Yeah. So that must be where they prepare the food right there.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh, neat. So when we first kind of walked by here, we thought this was a little kiddie pool, but it's actually a hot tub and spa. It's actually gets hot. We've done a lot of resorts in the Caribbean where they don't actually have a hot tub.
No.
So this is...
Yeah, the water is nice and warm.
Yeah.
You have the controls over there.
Right, on that pedestal there.
Know what the hours are, but I don't know, maybe it's 24/7.
I think everything's open all the time. I haven't seen any signs for the pools closing or whatever.
Nowhere has lifeguards, so...
There's no lifeguards on the beach or at the pools. Everything's at your own risk.
This is for the camera?
Yeah.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, people are liking your camera today.
It's the second person today that commented on my camera. This is an Osmo Pocket 3 we've been doing all our YouTube videos with for the past year. Occasionally with our phone, but usually with this. Sometimes a GoPro if we're on a bike or something, but it's so handy and convenient.
I'm just going to take a quick picture of it because it's so little, which is why people are noticing it. Here, I'll put it, the sky behind it. All right, there we go. Okay.
And can flip the screen and put it in my pocket, bring it in a restaurant, pop it out, take a little video, and then move on. We've got remote mics on us, so get good sound out of it. So if you're interested in a camera like this, I'll put a link in the video.
Oh, there goes one of the trams.
That's certainly great for the video vlogging, what we do. So there's one more pool. We haven't really walked in to check this one out. We go this way, I think.
Okay.
It's got a fence around it, which none of the others really did, so. There's some really pretty vegetation, some really unusual trees and stuff here. It's another really nice pool. I like the shape of this one.
Yeah.
We have a nice shallow area if you just want to sit.
Yeah, bring your kids here. You can sit over here.
Sit and have a drink and just have your feet in the water if you don't want to be treading. Nice little fountains there. And there's another spot here. So this is a hot tub as well. What we've learned is if it's called a whirlpool, it's probably cold or not heated. But if it's a spa, it's heated. So it's very nice.
Building 24.
Okay, so that last swimming pool with the spa would have been across from 23.
Yes.
Now you've just got, you're getting closer to the road here. There's a parking area here. And we're kind of coming to the end of the resort. The advantage of staying down at the end here, a little further walk to everything, but you can always take the shuttle. I mean, it goes around, there's a turnaround here to bring you all the way down here. Is that the beach is a little nicer right at the end here than it is closer to the restaurants.
Yeah. And I don't think it's crowded as the public beach between the Divi and the Tamarijn. And all beaches here are public.
So do we want to redo this, or can I'll just find this piece and put it in again, and we'll just walk this, or just do it all again?
Whatever you want to do.
Well, it's up to you, because you know the building numbers.
Well, the other one's going to be a different.
Yeah, we walk the beach, maybe we just walk on the sidewalk for this one.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is building 25, and we're going to walk north towards the restaurants, and the building numbers gradually go down.
So from here you can see the cruises when they are in port.
Yes.
The other day there were 3 of them, which I think is the most they can handle, I think.
Beach is really nice right here.
Oh, and also I wanted to point out right over there, there's a grocery store and there are some restaurants and
yeah, just around behind
there.
that wall, you can get out on the sidewalk. There's a shopping center that way. You need something that you can't get here. So nice white sandy beaches. We didn't see much seaweed at all here. I know people are concerned about that with the sargassum.
But it depends on the time of the year. Right now we're in March, so there is hardly any.
Well, we're pretty far south in the Caribbean, and I don't know that the sargassum comes over from the Atlantic, so maybe we're just doesn't hit this side. But we haven't seen any, none floating in the water.
You got the water dispensers scattered throughout, so it's very convenient. And they give you 2 water bottles when you check in. Love watching the pelicans diving for their meals.
Yeah, I've seen lots of pelicans here all the time. This makes me think there's also must be lots of fish in the water. Now, there's no railing all along here, which is great for like people that can go right down onto the beach, but there's also some places where the drop is a couple of feet. So kind of be careful when you're walking and taking pictures and you don't step off.
Interesting place for this guy to be laying in the sand.
I think he's okay.
I think so. He had a cup and a phone next to him, like.
Well, maybe the hot sand feels good on his back.
Yeah, maybe the angle is good. I don't know. The sand is a beautiful white, powdery, nice sand beach. Some places when we went into the ocean, some of them the waves were a little rough. Here the waves seem pretty calm, so it's sometimes calmer, sometimes not.
It's certain areas, you know, certain sections, there is a lot of like little pieces of coral and rock and stuff, so it's always a little uncomfortable on your feet when you first get in. It's usually just the first few feet.
Yeah.
So that's an issue for you. You can always wear water shoes. So they've been working on this week. They're filling sandbags with sand. I've seen this a couple of different places along the beach here, and they're making these little artificial jetties that just, I believe, to control the erosion on the beach.
So they're sucking up the sand from that machine and putting it into the
putting them in
bags.
the bags.
Interesting.
Yeah, those 2 blue pipes going down are sucking sand from the bottom. This is the Bunker Bar. This is open from 11 to 7.
Quite the party place.
Yeah, gets a lot loud in there, but you can get drinks, no food.
No food.
There. And there are restrooms right here too, so if you're at the bar and you need to use the restrooms right here.
And this is called the Bunker Bar because there was an actual bunker built in 1941. There's a glass floor. You can actually look down into the bunker a little bit.
Yeah.
The pelicans and little crabs like to hang out.
Yeah.
Right there. It's great watching the pelicans go diving for food.
Yeah, you can sit up here and watch the pelicans while you're having your drink. But once you get past the Bunker Bar going north, then there's a pretty long section where the beach, it's a nice beach, but very rocky. So most people don't swim here. I think somebody in our party did climb over the rocks and get in the water.
There's a little rocky path. See that little beach right there? Very tiny little beach area.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So that's in front of our room. There's a little path.
Right
There's
down
that
here.
little beach, yeah.
Yeah, there's a little flat spot there. So you can, if you have sandals or water shoes, you can make your way down. You can swim right here. The beach gets a little bigger here, a little wider. And again, never had a problem finding loungers right in front of our room.
In the patio, there's 2 chairs, the table. This one doesn't have hooks. Ours has 2 hooks on the side, we think, for a hammock.
Possibly. Yeah, they don't all have that. I just noticed it just like that. Yeah.
And then each building has like 2 sides, so they're all connected.
Yeah. There's one of the water filling stations. There's also an ice machine just in the hallway there. Again, it just doesn't, it feels like it. If you had to guess what the capacity was here,
40.
without having asked, right, it would be like 50 or 40 or something. It just doesn't feel crowded, even in the restaurants. The only place we haven't never not been able to get a table in the buffet, but sometimes we have to walk around a little before we find one.
Yes. And getting reservations has not been a problem either. Because we had a party at 9, I did pre-book them. I did email the Divi prior to, and they did confirm like 3 days before. But it has not been a problem getting it. The app has not been 100% reliable, but the dining desk has been able to get reservations 3 days prior.
So this is building 14, correct, Sue?
Correct.
Right,
11, 12, 13 are on the other side.
Right across from that is what kind of our family's been referring to as the Horseshoe Beach. So, you know, it's easy to get down to. It's a pretty nice beach. Water's nice here. And that's usually where we've gone in the waters right here.
I don't know if it's easy to get down. You got a high step here, and then you got to make your way down here.
I guess it depends on your
easy is not the word I would use, but
this is building 14, so if you want to be in the water and be close to your room, this would be a good room to get. Beach isn't far away, and you're close to all the restaurants and stuff too. So
but you don't have much space right in front here.
Yeah,
you have more people walking by.
You're gonna have because of the restaurants. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot more people walking by.
Yeah. And this one's got very little space here, so I don't know if I'd like that one.
Yeah, I agree. This is Margot again.
Margot.
He's picking the lemons. These are fake lemon trees.
Interesting they dust them, huh?
Going by the pool area again. This is a shallow pool here. It's only 3 feet or 1 foot where the loungers are. And we noticed in the morning when we came to get our bikes early, they'd already put towels out, rolled up on a lot of the lounge chairs. So you do have to sign the towels out, but I don't know that they're really keeping track of.
Well, we didn't necessarily have to sign it out. The 2 of them were on our bed. When you go in your room, you have your towels already ready for you. You can exchange them at the towel hut.
Oh.
Nowhere did I see it's $20 if you don't return it or...
Yeah, we didn't see any signs or have anybody tell us that.
Yeah, so I think they're very flexible with that.
So this is building, is it 13? Is there 13?
There is a 13.
That's interesting. There's a 13, but there's no 20 for some reason.
Maybe 20 is not good luck in Aruba, I don't know.
So these rooms really, you got these little, area between the sidewalk and the rooms. And you can sit there, but there's not really much of a beach here. It's very rocky.
There's one little cabana right here.
Yeah, it's a couple of, I think that's the only one. It's the only one this side of the restaurant area. There's a pelican there. And then there's a kind of a stretch of public beach. Well, it's all public, but between the 2 hotels, the Divi and Tamarijn. And then that white building that you see in the distance there, that's the start of the Tamarijn. Sorry, that's the start of the Divi.
Yes.
This is the Tamarijn, that's the start of the Divi.
And it's probably a 5-minute walk on the beach.
Yeah, it's not far. You can take the shuttle. I think we did a video of coming back with the shuttle. I think it was 2 minutes to the lobby, another minute to get to our room. And they come quite frequently, and they can carry 10 people maybe.
Yeah,
something like that.
There, yeah.
So, at the very end here, we have the activity center and the gym.
You can see the rock climbing wall from
Yeah.
here.
There are some hammocks and a seating area here. If you wanted to take bikes, they have about 20 bikes here that are available free of charge. We did it yesterday, but you have to get here early.
Yes, definitely early.
Because it's first come, first serve. You cannot reserve them. And everybody in your party, you need 4 bikes, 4 people have to be here to get them. So,
And I believe they're all e-bikes.
I think so.
Right? I think they're all e-bikes. There's a couple of them that have cup holders, but there's like 3 or 4, and they're for the tall people. They're the big bikes.
Yeah.
So ours did not have a cup holder. You can only climb Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday mornings between 9 and 11. 20 people maximum per day. First come, first serve. You have to be at least 8 years old. Minimum weight 75, maximum weight 300. Harness and helmets are mandatory. You gotta have shorts and sneakers.
Pretty good sized gym. And fantastic view.
I'm sorry. Wow, this is the most full I've seen this bar.
Yeah. Well, we probably haven't really been here right at like lunchtime, right? We're usually here earlier or later. So there's the gift shop here.
Wanna go in?
Yeah, let's walk in. Little beachwear and sweats and
Nice, very nice.
things. Another gift shop on the other side. I think we walked through this the other night, but we can. With the Aruba aloe. Aloe is one of the main exports from Aruba.
Yes. Big deal down here.
So they have a shop here for that.
Hi. Thank you.
Just looking.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Another gift shop with sundries. I think we walked through here right before, but we'll walk through again.
Hi.
Suntan lotion and sandals and beach toys and
Souvenirs.
if you have a craving for some food that they don't have here, they've got, your chips and snacks and things here.
Candy.
And soda and beer and Gatorade
Okay. Good.
and candy. And some alcohol as well. Medicines and things like that.
Good.
Yep. Another door. Okay. Little jewelry store here.
Beach Shore Fashion Jewelry
Yeah.
and Beauty and the Beast.
Another jewelry store.
Indulgence by the Sea, so that's their spa.
We didn't get a spa tour, but there's a spa here.
So their spa prices, 25 minutes for a massage is $65, 50 minutes, $110, 80 minutes, $160. And they've got reflexology, your back, neck, and shoulder massages.
They have a Sea Turtles Kids Club. Walked by here a couple of times and haven't seen any kids in here.
No, but we haven't come by very often. I know
Yeah.
Miriam said they saw 2 kids one time watching TV.
Okay. And this is part of the kids club as well, but this is closed right now. They have a big screen TV in here. You can't see right now.
yeah.
You're just seeing
Reflection,
me.
yeah.
My reflection. Yeah. There's a wedding planning office if you're planning on doing a wedding here.
We did see a wedding, I think, at the Divi, a very small one on the beach.
And then now we're at the backs of buildings 13, right, till the end.
12, 11.
So
yeah.
I don't even think we need
Yeah.
to walk down. There's not
I
much
don't
to
think
see
there's
there.
anything there.
At the end there is the activity center and the gym.
No. It's a very easy resort. Get around, layout's very simple. It's all by the beach. All the activities and stuff are right in the middle.
Nice quiet sitting area here in the shade.
Good place to read a book. I did enjoy the stay a lot. I thought it was very good. Love the beach. Too bad they have all those rocks in front of it, but not too far of a walk to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Nice just walking out of the patio, right on the pathway. I thought the food was very good. People were very friendly. Service was quick when we had a problem, when our tub overflowed.
The fact that you can go to both resorts kind of enhances it a lot, right? You have a lot more choices because of that.
And the shuttle ride is easy, fun, you know, 2 minutes long. Do you want to go swimming in the pool at all?
As you can see, we clearly enjoyed our stay at the Divi Tamarijn and would highly recommend it. Although we're thinking for our next trip to Aruba, if it's just my husband and I, we'll probably stay at the Divi Aruba all-inclusive, as that was a little bit more upscale, the buildings are a little bit newer, the beach was nice and wide with very few rocks, and the price is pretty comparable to the Tamarijn. But if we come with a group, we may stay at the Tamarijn, all book premium oceanfront rooms again, and request ground floor rooms near each other. It was perfect walking out of our room and seeing our family either on their patio or on the beach in front of their room. It was very, very convenient. We rarely had to hunt around to find them. And the kids could take a nap while the adults hung out outside their rooms. If you'd like to check out our Aruba playlist, we have or plan to have many videos on Aruba, including our room tour here at the Tamarijn, the Divi Aruba all-inclusive that shares privileges with the Tamarijn, the Divi Dutch Village that's behind the Tamarijn, and we did a quick drive-through of the Divi Village Golf and Beach Resort that's across the street from the beach between the Divi and the Tamarijn. We also have a video on our walk on the beach from the southern end of the Tamarijn to the northern end of the Divi Aruba. And we have a video on the entire length of Palm Beach, starting from the Divi Phoenix on the southern end, all the way up to the Ritz-Carlton. We also stayed 4 nights at the Riu Palace Antilles, an adults only all-inclusive. So we'll have a video on that resort, as well as the family all-inclusive Riu Palace next door that we did stay at on a previous visit to Aruba. We also really enjoyed the butterfly farm, the donkey sanctuary. We did a jeep tour of the Arikok National Park, a bike ride from the Tamarijn up to the lighthouse on the very northern end of Aruba, and that we used e-bikes that were free of charge from the Tamarijn. We also went scuba diving, and we recorded the drive from the road perspective from the Riu Palace, and we made it almost all the way to the airport. We stopped recording when we filled up gas about a mile away. And how to pre-clear immigration, customs, and TSA in Aruba, and why you should use mobile passport control. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to our channel, hit that like button, or make a comment. Thank you for watching. Now get out and explore the world.